What is good, y'all? Kip up here, and here we are for some Pokebank RU in a nice live. Now, what you guys will probably see right off the bat, under the format, the team is an RU Sun team. Now, it's a little bit unconventional, but that's how I try to build most of my teams. I have barely played Bank RU. I just started playing it last night, and because I don't really know the threats in the tier, at that time at least, I've kind of done my research and played around a little bit. I have a really low winning percentage with Mammo Just Wins, and I think I'm only in like the 1200s on that account. Not to worry though, because now I do realize how broken Absol, Lucario, Araquanid are in this tier. So I think I do have a good team to beat those threats. Now, looking at the team, off the bat, you see our Sunsetter is Torkoal, Heat Rock, and Drought. Is our Rocker and our Rapid Spinner. Along with that, it also has Earth Power and Lava Plume. Might change Earth Power, but Torkoal doesn't have too much coverage, so I don't feel a real need to. Next up, we do have Celebi with the Firium Z. Firium Z, when used in conjunction with Sunny Day, also gives Celebi a +1 speed boost. So perhaps it could do some work itself, but it is running Leaf Storm, Earth Power, and Psychic. Next up, we do have Venusaur with a Life Orb running Chlorophyll. So this is basically our main Sun Sweeper running Growth, which means its attack and special attack will go up by 2 in the Sun, only +1 outside of the Sun. Also has Sludge Bomb, Giga Drain, and Earthquake. I was thinking maybe I would run Z Celebrate along with Chlorophyll, but that might be something I just try later. Next up, we do have Sash, Shell Smash, Cloyster. Is our Spike Setter with Shell Smash along with the spikes. Icicle Spear, I was about to say Sphere, and Rock Blast. Next up, we have Spadef Audino, a mon I really like to use in NU in Gen 6. With leftovers and regenerator, is a Wish Passer with Wish, Protect, Knock Off, and Toxic. And lastly, we do have special attacking Absol, Flamethrower, Dark Pulse, and T-Bolt. Now, one thing I did add in is Sucker Punch, just in case I just need to outspeed something really quickly. If it was like a Scarfmon, you know, etc., etc. But this is the team. I've done some testing with it, and I've had a lot of fun with it. If it's not a good team, it's at least a really fun team to use. I will leave the team in the paste bin down below. Check the description. I did make this team myself, especially after playing a little bit of Sun. I was like, you know, this is actually a really fun playstyle. So off the bat, we see Keys and Swellow, and unfortunately we also do see an Entei. I do think I want to lead Torkoal, not only to set up the Sun, but also because it can Rapid Spin on Klefki. I do see a little bit of lag here on the animations. Hopefully that does eventually end. But hey, okay, so he does leave Milotic. Now my thing is, I know Torkoal lives one of these. I don't have the greatest switch-ins in the world. I do have Spadef Audino, but I don't need too much health on this, so I'm going to get my rocks up just off the bat. He Toxics me. I'm fine by that. At this point, I am going to go Audino, and he is going to Ice Beam, predicting Venusaur or Celebi 1 to 2. Now I'm going to Toxic here. Oh, he goes Klefki. Nice, nice, nice. Alright, well at this point, I do believe I'm going to go Torkoal again. Get spikes up. I can just Rapid Spin. If he knows I have Rapid Spin, then darn. He goes Milotic, so I do get the spike away. So now at this point, I think the best order of action is going again to Audino, then doubling to Absol. So I'm going to go Audino here. He's going to Ice Beam me, do very little. And now I want to double to Absol. It's kind of a ballsy play. He goes Klefki. Okay, great. I'm fine by that because now my Flamethrower should kill. And Magic Bounce is up. Flamethrower does kill, fantastic. So Klefki is no longer an issue, and he can't get his hazards up. That's why I'm running special, because Flamethrower does a million to everything. I played a I believe max SpDef, max HP Klefki earlier, and Flamethrower did something like 70%. That's max SpDef, max HP. That is a lot. That was Under the Sun as well. So he does go Milotic. Yet again, Audino is my natural answer. Scalds, not a big deal. Now I am free to Toxic anything I do want to. He just forfeits. I mean, I didn't really have an answer for Swellow if I didn't have Sun Up, so I don't know why he really forfeited that early. But let's find another one. This lag is kind of annoying me. I do apologize if you guys see it, because I certainly do. But this is a really interesting team. By the way it looks, it seems as though it functions around Araquanid and Silvally flying. I'm just assuming it's flying because of the presence of Togedemaru. So, leads. As usual, I doubt Torkoal hurts at all. His hazard control is Crobat, and Crobat does not do a lot to Torkoal to begin with. So he does start out with this, and I don't want Torkoal taking a lot of damage, so I will go hard Audino. From Audino, I can freely knock off anything I want. He Volt Switches. Yeah, I was going to say, that's Life Orb respects by the damage. I would assume he goes Crobat. I would like to think he goes Crobat. If he goes Crobat, I think I'm going to stay in knockoff. He goes Silvally. It's normal Silvally. I thought it would be Silvally flying. I think I just want Toxic. He frustrations and does 36. So I'm fine by that. Now I'm going to knock off, predicting something. Even if I don't catch anything, I'm fine by that because I do have Regenerator. He loses his Scarf. I can freely protect and just get a little bit of extra. There we are. Just get a little bit of extra health and then go straight to Torkoal. At this point, because Torkoal's defensive, it will take that not as great as I wanted it to, but still pretty well. At this point, I can get my rocks up. He does Parting Shot. Not a big deal. As long as Torkoal has 26% or higher, I do not mind. The more I look at it, the more Araquanid seems like an issue. So he does go hard into it. What do I want to do now? I don't know what I want to do. Celebi can't switch in. I want Cloyster's Sash. I mean, I guess I don't need Absol, but I do want Absol. So, you know, I think I don't need Cloyster to win. So I'll just do this. He Liquidations, does 13%. Not a big deal. I think I can Shell Smash here safely. And then he is really badly pressured. He has very little speed control. So he does Poison Jab me and forces a Poison. However, his only rock resist is his Togedemaru. So I can freely Rock Blast. Assuming I don't miss, I think I do severely weaken something. The big goal is to kill Crobat to get my hazards up. I'll take hazards over kills a little bit. The goal also, he goes Togedemaru. Okay, that's fine. Because this thing is taking some chip that I need. 5. Wow. That did a lot. And it's not AV as I feared. So I'm just going to Icicle Spear. I'm hoping he's not Fake Out because I run Fake Out on mine. I'm really hoping he's not Fake Out. That would be very annoying. He is not. I get a crit. And goodbye. The crit did not matter, by the way. This is Stab, so it's going to be doing a lot more than the Rock Blast would have been. So at this point, Araquanid is the only real threat that I'm afraid of. However, I do need something on Venusaur to handle. Okay, that's fine. I can Icicle Spear here too. and get another kill. Cloyster is putting in a lot of work here. And I also live one more round of poison. So now he literally has no switch-ins. He has absolutely no switch-ins. Now what he could do is go Arachnid, double into Gudra, predicting a Rock Blast, but then I get a Spike Up. And then he just loses. Yeah, okay. Well, yeah, he did lose anyway. He did lose because I could get a Spike Up, sack Cloyster, go hard in Torkoal, maybe sack it, and then go hard into Venusaur, and I have like 6 or 5 more turns of Sun. This lag is very annoying. Yet again, I'm very sorry if you see it. If you do, I'm gonna work a little bit on making sure that that does not appear again. Now this is a weird team, and one that's not all that affected by hazards. This is probably Z Celebrate. Probably Z Celebrate Eevee. That being said, I will lead Cloyster. If it is Z Celebrate, then my life gets a little bit harder. He goes Liepard. God, I hope he taunts me. I hope he taunts. Please don't T-Wave. Please don't T-Wave. And if he does T-Wave, I don't want him to break my sash. He swaggers and misses. Ooh, that's unfortunate. And that's a dead Liepard too. That's unfortunate, but I mean, 10% chance to miss, so. Besides, if I broke through, then he would have been screwed anyway. Goes Eevee. I think I'm just gonna Shell Smash here. Because everything loses. He curses. Huh. Okay, I can just keep Icicle Spearing until this thing dies, though. Another crit. And goodbye, Eevee. And he loses to this. So that's very nice. Literally nothing kills me. So, nice 6-0. I'm not sure if the Liepard Swagger would change anything. It probably would have changed this from being a 6-0 to like a 3-0. I feel like I still could have won this. He had no counter to, he goes Marowak. I'm just going to Icicle Spear again. Icicle Spear just wins at this point, just cleans. And Marowak took that terribly. But anyway, I feel like I still won regardless. His only answer to Sun would be Executor, which I do outspeed with Venusaur. And I could also sucker it with Absol, so he didn't have a chance to win. He just didn't. Maybe with the Sigilyph as well, if I played badly around the Sigilyph. He forfeits, so I think I'm just going to get one more game in. Just because I do have a little bit of homework. Shout out to school being terrible. And this looks a lot like Gen 6 RU. With the exception of like Reuniclus. Scary Trick Room team. Very scary Trick Room team. I don't match up very well. However, yet again, where is your hazard control, bud? And also, Torkoal does match up pretty well itself. So I'm going to go Cloyster. Just going to start with Granbull. I don't believe I really need Cloyster, so I can just get my Spikes up. Spikes just does very well in ensuring that what was I gonna say? It just does well ensuring that his team doesn't like. I don't know how to say it. I really don't know how to say it. But I'm actually totally fine with this. He does CC, fine by me. I can go Torkoal, and then hard Venusaur, and I resist close combat, and play rough, and power up punch. EQs, that's a good prediction. Except now I can predict anything coming in and Giga Drain, and not quite kill. Of course, I don't think I don't think this matters a lot because Sun doesn't do a lot in this match anyway. So now I can go into here, Mega Evolve and Flamethrower, And actually, Absol puts in a lot of work without Trick Room up, so that's very nice as well. He puts in so much work, and I'm going to get this nice victory. I think he just realized he loses to a Special Absol. He just lost to this thing. Let's see here. I Flamethrower this. I Flamethrower the Escavalier. I Flamethrower the Bronzong. I Dark Pulse the Reuniclus. I Dark Pulse the Clawitzer. And I continually Dark Pulse the Exploud. So that's fine. So I'm going to get my kill here. So that's nice. I still do believe I win with Absol. He goes hard into the one thing that could probably take a hit. So I'm going to go hard Audino because it's Spadef. No, he didn't predict that. There's no way he didn't predict that. I want to protect here. See what he does. And by rule of thumb, we all know that you can't hit 3 straight Focus Blasts. So I'm just going to Toxic here. And he actually hits 3 straight Focus Blasts, so I hate my life. Incredible. Now I'm going to go into Celebi and Leaf Storm this thing into submission, which does not end up working out in my favor. At this point, I'm not sure if I even win. Escavalier, I don't have a switch in. If he's running Drill Run, then I really don't have a switch in. But Celebi doesn't do much, so I'm just gonna Earth Power and just do nothing. He misses a Mega Horn, which I guess is nice for me. I'm just gonna Psychic, see how much that does. That does a little bit less. So Mega Horn will kill me. I am 4 times weak to that move. And what do I do now? I do have 2 spikes up. That's a good thing to. It's a good thing to recognize. Now I just Lava Plume, I guess. And I do kill the Escavalier. He is slower than me for some reason. So now basically his Trick Room core is still left, with the exception of Escavalier. Escavalier was obviously what he was going to use. So I'm going to Stealth Rock here. He's going to set Trick Room, likely. Yes. Okay, great. I might still have a chance to outspeed. Under Trick Room, I have 40 speed. He Psyshocks and does a good amount. So I am just going to spam Lava Plume. And in theory, I do beat him. He has two turns of Trick Room left. I waste 1. And now I go into Absol and I Sucker Punch. So I do kill that. At this point, I do think I have a chance of just reverse sweeping here. Goes hard in the Bronzong. It's actually reliant. No, I think I can just Flamethrower here. Flamethrower should do a ton, as it does. Trick Rooms. Sucker Punch is in order. There we are. It's unfortunate that he got the Trick Room up again, because at this point now I don't know if I win or not. I'm going to Sucker Punch here. And he lives and does kill me with a Boom Burst. So, good game to him. I don't want to leave on a loss, although that was a very good game. First time I played Trick Room with RU Sun. So, one more, and this is a very, very, very strong team that also has a chance to lose to Celebi. Good chance to lose to Scizor as well. A lot of teams lose to Scizor under Sun. So what do I want to do here? His leads include Nidoking, what I forget what this thing's called, Dragalge. So considering that, I'm gonna lead Cloyster. He leads Absol. Obviously he doesn't kill me in 1 hit. So he does Superpower, and that weakens him for my Icicle Spear, so he loses Absol turn 1. Which means his only Hazard Control, the only thing with a possibility of having Hazard Control, is the Hitmonlee. To which I'm going to, I didn't mean to Shell Smash. I did not mean to Shell Smash, although that actually would have been the right play if I lived. So now I do go Celebi. And he has no real switch in. He has no like real solid switch in. So I am free to just Psychic. I guess his switch is Alakazam. It is Zam. The question is, do I want to stay in? Part of me wants to just... Actually, no, I can just go Audino. That's why it's here. So what's he going to do here? He's going to Shadow Ball, which I am immune to. So I can knock off. Focus Blast should not kill. It does not. So I do kill the Alakazam. It was a Focus Sash variant. And actually, if he goes Hitmonlee, if he runs High Jump Kick, I can just do this. And hopefully he goes crashing. Dang it! Ah, that sucks. Well, actually, I am going to stay in and knock off, because the reason I did this is because I can go Celebi, and I am very free to Psychic, even if he switches out into Dragalge, for example. Actually, Dragalge ate that. Actually, no, it's a roll, I'm gonna take the roll, because I'm a man. There we are. Crit didn't matter. It actually probably didn't, in all honesty. Oh, Nidoking does come out. At this point, Absol and Venusaur win. So I can stay in and just Psychic. And Nidoking is not Scarf like I thought it might be. So that's cool. Absol won. Just because, you know. I mean, I don't think Celebi's overpowered. If I want to discuss this just to end off the live, I'm gonna ignore this comment up here. But to really talk about Celebi here, I think Sun Moon Ryu has a lot of what Oras Yu had. So I mean, I don't think too many things are really overpowered here. I think, as I said, what really is overpowered is Mega Absol. Lucario is very overpowered. Scarf Nidoking would be pretty rough to beat as well. But let's see. Zam can be really rough to play. That's really all I can think of. Those are probably the most broken mons. I don't think there's a ton that's actually all that broken. Except I think Lucario and Mega Absol are getting quick banned at the very moment. Smogon does have the usage data that it does get to create new tiers. So yeah, just to talk about that point, I think Celebi is pretty good in this meta, but it's not overpowered, unless, you know, people build teams like that with 3 Psychic weeks and a Grass week, and you know, just people that don't really build their teams preparing for strong-ish Grass types or Psychic types. They, you know, obviously Celebi's going to do great. But thank you guys very much for watching. It's unfortunate that Venusaur didn't show a lot of work, but I do like Torkoal with Drought. It's really interesting. Also, Fire Emblem Z Celebi didn't put in any work, which is unfortunate. But yet again, it's still a really fun thing to use. Sometime I'll find a way to use it, and it will look very cool, I promise. But thank you guys very much for watching. Now, at the time I recorded this is the inauguration concert. Now tomorrow, which will be the inauguration itself, I will have a special-ish live to go along with Donald Trump being the new president of the United States. If you can think of a mon that I will use, if you can guess it, which you probably can, good for you, because I think it looks a lot like Donald Trump. There's your hint. Guess away. Thank you guys very much for watching. Please like, comment, subscribe. I do apologize for the lag if you guys do see it. Hopefully that's just Showdown. But like, comment, subscribe for more, and I will talk to you guys soon.